I heard something crazy will happen if I open a jar containing a balloon at the bottom of the ocean. So first I got a jar and a balloon, and I also got a straw because I have another idea before we put the balloon in the jar. Luckily the straw is biodegradable or whatever, so if a turtle comes along I can give it to him to save him. Sorry, I don't know how these straws work. Okay, so I'm going to use the straw to inflate the balloon, and what I can do once Hold on. So I've inserted the straw into the balloon, and by blowing into the balloon, I'm able to... Shoot, 1 second. By carefully inflating the balloon with air from my lungs... Oh, forget it. Let's just get the jar out. Please do not talk about one guy, one jar in my comments. There are children watching. So the plan is to inflate the balloon inside of the jar, and when I take it to the bottom, nothing will happen to the balloon. However, when I open the jar at the bottom, the extreme pressure of the ocean will be exerted instantly on the balloon, shrinking it to half its size. The problem was that when I tried to inflate the balloon inside the jar, I could never get it blown all the way up. Obviously, I can't just blow it up outside, then stuff it in, so I have to find a way. Eventually, I realized that I need to blow it up as much as I can, then use my fingers to finish it off. Now that it's all set up, I'm ready to take it to the bottom and conduct my experiment. I've got everything ready. But then I realized what is perhaps the biggest challenge to overcome for this task. The jar is almost impossible to open because of the extreme pressure being exerted on it. By doing some simple calculations, I found that the force exerted by the ocean at 33 feet on the lid of the jar is 124 pounds. So it makes sense I'm not able to just pull it with my fingers. Unfortunately, I didn't make these calculations while I was diving, and I didn't realize how sharp the lid of the jar is, so I got my fingers pretty bad. I needed to use a tool to pull the lid off. And finally, it worked. Another mistake I made is that I didn't tie the balloon, so all the air came out instantly. I found the balloon, and this time I'm doing it right and not messing anything up. I really want to nail the shot on this, so I'm trying to hold it very steady, but somehow it still slipped out of my hand. When I lunged to grab it, I stirred up a bunch of sand. I relocated my laboratory and will try again shortly. I pulled down hard on the lid, and it slowly cracked open. I suppose given the properties of the water and pressurized air, it would be impossible for me to open instantly. But I can tell the balloon definitely shrank in size. Remember that the balloon before was filling up almost all of the internal volume of the jar, and now it's so small I can pull it out. Oh my goodness, why does nothing ever work right for me? Well, at least I have this thing to play with now. Whoa, the jiggle physics on this thing are crazy. I'm gonna go conduct some more experiments in private. Okay, that's all the science we did. Bye.